Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well during this quarantine time. I pray that all this quarantine ends up as quick as possible so that we all can, get back to our normal lives. Anyways, uh, today this video is regarding DevOps. Okay. Um, Actually, for the past 2 3 months, I have been into this DevOps culture and technology. Because as you know, DevOps is very much important. I mean, not important. I would say like it's very a hot cake in the current industry because every other industry company they are adopting this DevOps so that their software development life cycle is fast and they are able to deliver products at a very faster rate. You might have seen in your Play Store like in every week I think you will get this app update of maybe Netflix, Facebook. Okay, so why do you think like we get so frequent update? Because that's how, like, because DevOps makes their life cycle fast, right? I mean, this like the time taken for developers to build to write the code and then pushing that code to the respective testing environments and then to the production environment. Without DevOps, it's very time taking. But when there is DevOps, then it's very fast, it's easy, it's collaborative, and there are many more advantages of it. So I would not go much details into DevOps. Okay, it's just I will give a rough overview and then I will be showing a basic pipeline of DevOps, like what which should be the first step when you are trying to learn DevOps. What should be the first step of yours in doing it? So like the main thing about this, my main objective is to like help other people also like me who are coming new to it, because there are many videos in other places, but actually it took a lot of time for me to to create this basic simple video so that it's easy to understand for me in the first place and also for anyone who is coming new to it. Okay, just to visualize the concept. So when you learn something you have to visualize it, right? So so let's see, like, you see, this is one PPT which I had prepared. Okay. These are like some of the things, like what is, like, why the problem, why DevOps should be there. So as you all know, DevOps have this ci architecture. Okay. So as you like, as we know, CI stands for continuous integration and CD stands for continuous delivery or deployment. So what are these? These are simply, you can say, a process or a these are process, like these are basically process which which are the part of this DevOps. And what is DevOps? It's a culture. Okay, so like CI/CD is like continuous integration. That is when you develop a code, right? You wrote a Java code or any any technology you're using, PHP code, anything. So when you wrote that code, okay, so that code it cannot be deployed directly to the server, right? You have to package it, right? So the steps of building that code, resolving the dependencies, checking the bugs, fixing the vulnerabilities, and then packaging it in a web archive or an enterprise archive, and so that it is ready to be deployed to the servers. That particular thing is called continuous integration, right? So like integrating the code to one particular artifact. Okay, so that's what continuous integration. And continuous delivery means that whatever that package has been created, that integrated package which consists everything, okay, deploying that code to various environment, that is called continuous deployment or delivery. Now there is a fine distinction between delivery and deployment. The fine distinction is simply one, that is one distinction, that is, in delivery, like the if we go with the flow of if we go with the flow uh, of normal software development life cycle, You see, before pushing the code to a production environment, we test it in other environments like dev environment, acceptance environment, then SIT environment. Okay, then we finally push it to the production. So when pushing to the production, like this is like automating. It's see, DevOps is basically automating your stuff so that it's faster, right? So that the work process is fast. So even after automating everything, when it is production, we have to be extra careful. We have to have that green signal from all our managers and client and everyone, so that we can push it into the production, right? So that's the delivery comes in that way. Like when there is a manual trigger, means there is a manual trigger which is needed to deploy the code in the production. Okay, but in for other environment there is no such manual trigger. It will automatically do. I will show you. I will in the upcoming in the just wait for some time. I will show you. So that's what this is the whole workflow. Okay, so uh, I will not go with this workflow because it's little bit more because if I explain this my whatever I have done, that won't be applicable for this. So basically we come to this. Okay, so what is that, right? We all know that we need a version control system where our code resides. Okay, maybe many college people who are studying in college, students who are there in college, they might be also building their project in by hosting it in their in a GitHub server in a version control system. So basically, when we say version control system, we generally refer to GitHub. Okay. So say suppose here a developer is there. So in this video, it will be like, say I am the developer. So what I will do, I will write that code. I will write the source code and I will push it to the SVN. Okay. Sorry, not SVN, Git. Git is means my GitHub repository. Then what will happen is now my continuous integration start. So we have a powerful tool over here called as Jenkins. Okay, what this Jenkins will do, Jenkins will take that code from the repository and start building that code. Okay, so here we have this sonar cube. I told you, we have to check for bugs, vulnerabilities. No? So the sonar cube is a tool, is a set of tool. Which, no, it's not a set of tool. It's a tool, okay, which will analyze that code. But in this example of mine, I have not included sonar cube because my code will be a very basic code which won't be needing any sonar cube. You will get to know what that code is. Okay, this is my video is basically to explain the concept, not to like dig deep. It's just to explain the concept of CI and CD. Then using Maven, I am generating a var or a jar file. Okay, like this is that package, right? I told you that we have that package, like that artifact. So after that, we will deploy this artifact into a artifact repository. Just like we have source code repository, similarly we will have an artifact repository. Then now that var is getting deployed to the artifact repository, not to our servers. Okay, because our servers are still means they are not means our final code should be deployed to the servers. Okay, so now for deploying that code, that var or jar, whatever is there, to our server, we need a help of another tool called as Ansible. What Ansible will do is Ansible will take the code from this repository and it will start deploying it to the servers. Okay, so now say we have different, we can have many servers, maybe 10, 15. So you can understand now how it will be so much difficult to deploy each node again and again in a manual way. So many things we have to write. Ansible takes care of it easily. Okay, so this is the whole, and also then we comes as testing, but testing I have not also included over here. Okay, so our thing will be building the code and then deploying it. Okay, so this is the whole procedure. Okay, so let's see how this is happening. Okay, so you see before, like I have created a system on environment like industry, That is, I have three VMs. Okay, one is master, one is target one, target two. Target one and target two are those servers or those nodes where my code will be deployed. Okay, and master is that particular VM where actually my Jenkins and this artifact repository is running. And I have allocated much resource to this master because it is, it's handling most of the task. Okay, so target, and I have also assigned static IPs for all these three VMs. Okay, so this target one and target two are my respective VM. Okay, sorry for this. So as you can see, the main IP is 192.168.0.4. This is my target one. Okay, and this is my web application which is by default running on this. So see, now you can understand, right, why I was telling this is a very basic, because this is a very basic HTML a JSP file. That's all. Okay, there is not much code written into a simple HTML thing. Okay, because my purpose is not here to develop a application. It's my purpose is to show the continuous integration and develop the deployment. So this is one of my that web application which has been deployed in these servers. That is 64, and this is one target one, and this is my target two. Okay. Also, I will show you this in over here. See, this is my target one, and you can see this is my deployed. Okay, and target. This is my target two. This is also, see, you can see deployed. I mean, it's running fine. Okay, and these are all server here. I'm using Tomcat. Okay, in both this target one and target two. Now I have this target means master node, right? This is having three, and Jenkins is having there, and this is my that repository. Okay, Nexus repository. So I will go to this Jenkins. Okay, setting up of Jenkins. If you need, you can comment below. Maybe I will create a separate video. Or I will help, and I think everybody knows setting up Jenkins and all. So as you can see, I have these two uh, jobs over here which are taking care of. One is my building the job and another one is deploying the job. Okay, so let me show you where my code is there. My code is in GitHub. Okay, this is my sample Maven project. Okay, so this is GitHub, and GitHub is also a separate technology, and we have to learn and know GitHub how to use it. Okay, but yeah, so now you see what happens is, now I have configured these jobs. Okay, I've configured these jobs in such a way that whenever I push the code in my GitHub repository, it will automatically start its building process. Okay, so as of now, you can see I have this thing only. Okay, so let me just go to this W3 schools and take some, you know, uh, something from here. I mean, something like something. Just what a moment. Let me see if anything I can get from here. Mm. Okay, let's forget this. Hope all web developers might be, all will be might be doing this if some dollar this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add this simple stupid thing in my local workspace. Okay, so this is my local workspace. I open my git bash over here. Okay, so first let me check. what's the status. So you can see that everything is up to date. There is nothing to commit or do anything. Okay. So let's see. So we have src, right? I go there, I go to web app, then I have index.jsp. So so as you can see, what I do is like I create one more style paragraph tag. I give it style as background color, say what color should I give? Gray. And font family I give as sans serif. Okay, that's all I guess. Then I paste that whole thing and I close my paragraph tag. Okay, so right, that's all I guess. Yeah, and this is sample project. Everything is fine. Yeah, everything is fine. So I will save it. So it got saved. Okay. Now see what is our status. It tells that index.jsp has been modified. So we have to, what is telling, use git add, right? So we need to add it to the staging area. So what we do is we add it to the staging area. So now let us see what it is. Okay, so it has been added and it has been staged, right? It has been put to the staging area. So now what we have to do is we have to commit it. So I commit it like another p tag included with uh, lorem ipsum dummy text. Okay, this is like I commit it. So it has been committed, and now again let's check the status. So what it's telling is your branch is ahead of origin master by one commit. That is means like whatever the in my remote repository, whatever is there, that with respect to that, whatever this my current in my local repository, I am one step forward. So see what it is saying, use git push to publish a local commit. So I will push it, git push, and I press enter. Okay, so it's done. Yep, it's done. Let me go over here, refresh it. Yes, see, it came. Now let's go to Jenkins. Okay, now I have enabled SCM polling. Okay, so let me observe this. Okay, and also at the same time, I'm opening this pipeline view. Okay, so let's see what happens. See, last it ran around 12:30. So what I have, like my ACM polling is configured like to take the polling after every 2 minutes. Okay. So we just wait for 2 minutes. So I'm gonna pause the video so that so there you go. Like you see, it has started building. See, it is starting to build. Okay. Let's see over here. So it has been done. Now Maven deploy should start. Okay. See, this thing also started, and see it has been deployed, right? See, using Ansible, it has been deployed. Now my both the jobs have been successful. Now let me go and see whether that thing is reflecting over here or not. So let me refresh it, and there you go. The newly added whatever is there, it has been added over here, and you see it has been added to both the nodes. It has been added to both the nodes, right? So So what did you like see? So what happened? Like say if what what I have to do? Only I have to do is I have to publish that code to my Git repository, and then all the other things would be done taken care by Jenkins. Okay, so Jenkins does the whole thing. Okay, so there is no more admin team, mailing them that hey, can you please deploy this war or do something, anything. It's like it's everything is configured. You just have to deploy it. You just have to commit the code, push the code to the GitHub, and or whatever is your version control server or whatever it is, and it will automatically fetch the code and deploy it to your respective nodes. That is my this one. 1232. That's my latest code. Okay, so that's all, everyone. This is what I wanted. If you want to know how to create this, let me know. Comment below. Create this video where you can. I will show the steps of doing this. And in upcoming times, I am looking forward to implement more things, make it more proper using Docker and Kubernetes. So maybe for next time. Okay. See you guys. Stay safe. Stay well. Thank you.